In politics, you're either on message or you are losing. Let's get to it. Welcome to On Message, a weekly look at where the battle lines are drawn and who is winning the war of words. This week, say what? About 3 weeks back, former President Donald Trump sent a curious email to his supporters, and it really makes you wonder who, if anyone, is looking at these things before someone hits send. The email reads, "If we don't solve the presidential election fraud of 2020, which we have thoroughly and conclusively documented, Republicans will not be voting in 2022 or 2024. It's the single most important thing Republicans can do." Really hard to do that without doing the impression. Okay, well, you don't have to be a political science major or an experienced political operative to know that, all silliness aside, getting votes is the only thing that matters in a political race. So threatening to sit an election out, that's the very definition of cutting off your nose to spite your face. And of course, there are those who would read this and try to convince you that that was either a joke or that Trump is playing chess while we're all playing checkers. And it may have been a joke, or at least a less than clever attempt to show just how important election security is to a portion of the Republican Party. But voter turnout is everything, and even hinting that your voters should sit out an election cycle, I don't know how else to say it. That's incredibly stupid, especially if you are angling for a rematch with someone who already defeated you. And while the former president may be obsessed with the last election, his party has to look ahead to the next one. Legitimate concerns over the way the U.S. withdrew from Afghanistan, big spending programs, and threats of hyperinflation are all going to be issues front and center. Focusing on a personal vendetta not based in reality or fact isn't the most inspiring way to rally the type of support the GOP will need to take back the White House in 2024, regardless of who the nominee may be, and that's to say nothing about the midterm elections. The GOP's ability or inability to get on message about the issues front and center for most Americans and to articulate a vision for how they will govern will make all the difference. If one member of the party won't let go of 2020 and he takes a chunk of the base with him, the road to victory is much, much more difficult. That's it for this week. More On Message in the next issue of the Utah Political Underground. Make sure you visit the site and sign up for our weekly email updates. You can find more On Message videos, in-depth Utah political stories and analysis, plus podcasts and more at utahpoliticalunderground.com.